Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, recently took a powerful and emotional journey to Chad. A journey that highlights the stark contrast between her genuine compassion and the often perceived self-serving actions of Meghan Markle. If you've ever wondered what real emotional depth looks like, just take a look at Sophie's mission to help those truly in need. It's a reminder of what it means to connect with people on a human level, especially compared to Meghan's carefully staged public appearances, which sometimes feel more like performances than sincere efforts to engage with global issues. On this trip to Chad, Sophie became the first member of the British royal family to officially visit the nation. She wasn't just there for the optics. She was there as a global champion of women, peace, and security, as well as a supporter of the UK's Preventing Sexual Violence in Conflict initiative. Her visit was more than just symbolic. It was a hands-on effort to witness firsthand the dire impact of the conflict in Sudan, particularly on women and girls, and to help draw attention to the deteriorating situation that is affecting both Chad and the broader region. Imagine this scene. Sophie, overwhelmed by the heartbreaking stories of mothers and children facing unimaginable horrors, wiping away genuine tears of empathy. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle is off somewhere, flashing her signature smile, hoping the cameras capture her best angle in perfectly staged photo ops. There's an undeniable contrast between these two approaches. Meghan's public image sometimes suggests a focus on controlling the narrative around herself rather than addressing the real issues at hand. Could it be that her motivations lean more towards seeking validation and sympathy rather than true advocacy? Sophie's trip to Chad wasn't just a moment for the cameras. It was a sobering reality check. She didn't just wave and smile in designer outfits. She knelt beside mothers who had crossed dangerous terrains in search of safety. She listened, really listened, as they shared their traumatic stories, and her emotional responses came from a place of deep empathy, not performance. When Sophie hugged women who had suffered unimaginable violence, you could see that her connection was real. It wasn't about being seen as the caring royal. It was about showing up with a genuine intention to understand their struggles. In stark contrast, Meghan has often been accused of prioritizing media coverage and public perception over authentic engagement with the community she claims to care about. It's almost as if Meghan's public appearances are designed more to control the narrative surrounding her image than to truly connect with those in need. Sophie, on the other hand, showed up in Chad to truly understand the hardships people face, while Meghan often opts for curated environments where she can maintain control and present herself as the benevolent figure. But there's a big difference between carefully staged charity work and immersing yourself in the harsh realities of war-torn regions. Sophie's tears and emotional reactions came from a place of empathy. When she spoke about the devastating circumstances faced by the women and children she encountered, her words were grounded in reality, free from the platitudes that often pepper Meghan's speeches. The Duchess of Edinburgh didn't just pop in for a quick photo op before retreating to a luxury hotel. She stayed, she listened, and she expressed real concern for the victims of an ongoing humanitarian crisis. Her sincerity shines through, especially when compared to Meghan's often polished, but seemingly rehearsed, public persona. At the end of the day, this isn't just about comparing Sophie and Meghan. It's about recognizing what true compassion looks like in a world that so often rewards superficiality. Sophie's actions in Chad highlight a commitment to real change, while Meghan's approach raises questions about authenticity. In this raw comparison, it's clear who emerges as the victor. Sophie, with a genuine compassion and willingness to engage with difficult global issues, stands in stark contrast to Meghan's carefully managed image, which can sometimes feel more focused on self-promotion than true altruism. If you found this commentary thought-provoking, don't forget to subscribe to Fame Finder for more deep dives into the latest royal news and celebrity updates. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the differences between Sophie and Meghan, so be sure to like this video and drop a comment below. Let's keep the conversation going and explore what it truly means to be a compassionate figure in the public eye.